Hi, I'm at the 2550-100 Solution Fest with Chris Lorenz, Director of Partner Marketing at QLogic, and Carl Erickson, Senior Product Manager. Chris, tell me what you guys hope to accomplish here at the Solution Fest.
Thanks, Frank. Our goal with Solution Fest, and frankly, our goal with our involvement with the 2550 Alliance in general from the outset has been to help our channel partners, help customers understand, the benefits of this next generation technology, the 2550, 100 gig Ethernet technology, and that's really about driving awareness as well as some early adoption, helping partners and customers understand what are the applications, what are the use cases, what workloads benefit from this technology, and then ultimately through the Solution Fest event is getting some documentation, getting some reference architectures to beyond just awareness, but giving people some guidelines as to how to implement this technology in their own data centers and IT infrastructure environments. Carl?
Basically, the QLogic adapters will support all the speeds that they need. We'll support direct attach copper cables, optical modules, and active optical modules. So we support other things. We will support offloading, iSCSI, FCUE, RDMA, Rocky version 2, iWarp, ICER over Rocky version 1, version 2, or iWarp. So we really support everything, every speed that you want, and on almost all the operating systems, Windows, Linux, VMware.
So Chris, this is mostly a 25 gig Solution Fest. So tell me, who in the IT community should care about 25 gig and why?
Well, from our perspective, all you got to look around is the application development, the volumes of data that they're starting to push, and the expectation those are going to continue to increase. So that's obviously going to drive a need for fat pipes, and 25 gig meets those needs, as ultimately 50 and 100 gig do as well. One of our partners who's here today, Veeam, they are, they're kind of the killer app for this particular environment. And if you think about Veeam and their virtual backup and the data that they're pushing, and other applications like that in the software-defined storage, software-defined networking space, we expect that's going to drive the need for more bandwidth and more speed. Certain server environments as well. You think about servers that utilize Broadwell processors. That could saturate a lot of 10 gig bandwidth very quickly. Also, server environments, say, that have more than 20 VMs or 20 cores. If you're looking to allocate, 1 gig through them, that 25 gig is probably a better long-term option for that.
Yeah, plus you got NIC partitioning mode, which allows you to segregate down your. You can still have a 1 gig pipe, but you just have it over different partitions. Ours will support up to 16 partitions on a single device. Another thing is port density. A lot of the new switches are coming out with the QSFP interface, which gives you the quad. They're almost all 100 gigs, so in order to get the ideal port density, you want to go to 25 gig. So you can split them out.
Okay, next question. So IT Brand Pulse research shows there's been huge adoption of 10 gig in the last several years, but 2/3 of the ports are still 1 gig. So what does that mean to QLogic with all that 1 gig still out there?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking a lot here, today about 25, 50, 100 gig. But yeah, obviously a lot of the market is still at 10 gig and even 1 gig. I think ultimately what we're trying to show is there's different options available for customers, regardless of where they are on kind of their networking journey, and that certain environments will drive requirements that need the higher speeds and bandwidths that 25, 50, and 100 provide, but 10 gig may be very, very applicable for certain environments, and fortunately for QLogic, we have those solutions as well. Yes. So I think what we're trying to do is really just help the market understand what options are available based on their needs, and And again, I mentioned earlier is reference architectures, having the reference architectures that were regardless of whether you're at 10, 25, etc. That we provide some guidelines on how to best implement these technologies.
Okay. What I'd like to do now is ask you to show me what you guys are demonstrating here at the SolutionFest.
That's Carl.